right.
Hold on, we're back.
We are. We're
All
back.
righty, we're back. Another edition of Live Feed Read.
Yes.
I am Paul Reed, your host. Who am I? No, I'm Paul Reed, your host, and the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, the weed smoking
What?
Jason Crawford from Tallahassee.
No, I do not smoke weed.
For Thank you for attending another edition. It's what is today? The Friday, the 24th of October, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Beautiful day out.
Yeah.
And the topic of today is guns and weed, not
Yep.
guns and roses, guns and weed. So let's just jump into it.
Yep.
I was reading the paper, even though you don't read the paper, it's on the internet. But either way, I was
As one
reading
does.
a story that came up, and I was like, what the heck? And this goes to
Hmm.
the topic that we've spoke about many podcasts ago
Yep.
about, if you have a medical marijuana card,
Oh,
can you own a gun?
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then that was the topic. And I think back then, I forget who our attorney general was, but she had taken the position, well, I own a gun, or the agricultural commissioner. It was Nikki Freed. I don't know what
Oh,
her position was, but she said, well, I own a gun and and smoke pot or whatever. I have a card, so you don't have to worry about it in Florida. And I says, well, do you?
mm-hmm.
Just like the old concealed weapons issue, do you?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
anyway, we go along, and in 2022 there was a Texas guy. His name's Ali Hamani, and he was arrested for possessing a gun.
Okay.
Okay, and you say, well, you can possess a gun in Texas, obviously.
Yeah.
Why was he arrested? Well, because he admitted to be a regular user of marijuana.
Okay.
And so Texas has a law that regular, users of marijuana, among other drugs, those individuals cannot possess a gun. And
Mm.
if you do, it's a felony.
Okay.
I did not. I was just, wow. So anyway, he was arrested. He was convicted, and they appealed to the Fifth District Court of Appeal in Texas, and which is covers Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. That's the three states when they make a ruling that it applies to.
Okay.
Just like when I said like the second district here, there's this Pinellas County, Hillsborough, and so forth. So
Yeah.
so it's three states, and the Texas Court of Appeals rules that is an unconstitutional statute, and it violates the Second Amendment.
Okay.
That gist. And so, a little background, as you're aware, many states have now legalized marijuana in one form or another, whether it be medical marijuana or recreational marijuana, right?
Yeah.
Well, federal law still prohibits anyone, it makes marijuana a controlled substance and is illegal. I didn't
Right.
know if you knew.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
the
was.
federal level,
Yeah.
marijuana is still a controlled substance and it's illegal. Okay.
Right.
And there's federal law that prohibits anyone who is an unlawful user of an addict or unlawful user or addicted to any controlled substance from possessing a firearm.
Okay. Right.
All right. So you got the federal law saying not only addicted to, but just a user of.
Yeah.
And so that's where so you got the state of Florida where you have a medical marijuana card, you can have a gun, and the state has chosen not to prosecute you, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean the federal government cannot prosecute you,
Mm-hmm.
right? You
Mm-hmm.
with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So we've got this guy convicted in Texas. The fifth district held later down the road. This was in 22 with a conviction a year later, whatever. That no, that law is unconstitutional, and his felony goes away. He's free. So
Okay.
good for Mr. Hamani.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that, for all intents and purposes, that case is done,
Okay.
right? Think
Okay.
last week or two, I'm reading the paper, last couple of days, and lo and behold, the Justice Department the Federal Justice Department, which is Pam Bondi et al., they say, oh, wait a minute,
Uh-oh.
let's go get that case there in the fifth district, and let's ask if the Supreme Court will look at it.
Okay.
So they don't ask me why. Why? I think I know why, but they say, so let's go ask them to look at it. And so you need 4 justices to hear a case.
Okay.
So there's 9 of them. 4 of them have to say, yeah, we'll issue, it's called a writ of certiorari. We want to hear what's going on, and we want to determine on a federal level if the federal law that says if you smoke pot, you can't own a gun is constitutional.
Right. Okay.
You with me?
Yes. Yeah. So it's they're basically making a larger scale opinion, but it would be
it covers the whole country.
Precedent. Yeah.
Precedent covers the whole
opinion.
country.
Right.
Because right now it's only Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas where the fifth district has its authority that says no, you can't have laws banning people from owning guns.
Yeah.
Who smoke pot
and
and
the most neutral way of saying is they're looking for uniformity in interpretation.
Well, it depends. And this was interesting because DeSantis here in Florida is anti-marijuana.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of your listen. So though gun control is not strictly a partisan issue, we can all agree generally that there's more support for gun control in the liberal Democrat states than the Republican states, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Generally speaking. New York doesn't want want gun control, California and so forth, whereas Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, Florida, and so forth are pro-gun. Right?
Yes, right. Yeah.
All right. So the case, the Supreme Court agrees to hear the case, which is probably going to happen in 2026, which is interesting.
Oh.
So the Justice Department's arguments that the law, the federal law, is valid when used against regular drug users because they pose a serious public safety risk. So the Justice Department at the federal level saying this federal law is valid because pot smokers are a serious public safety risk, and therefore they should not have guns.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's their argument.
Yeah.
All right, and then so then we've got that's the issue. And so what happened was, let's recap. Guys arrested in 2022. Texas 5th District says no, that law is unconstitutional because the Second Amendment, Texas, big gun rights state, and there it sits until somebody just reaches down into Texas and says, wait a minute, we can use this case to make a statement, to decide an issue that is important to America, because what we have is states that are pro-gun, so to speak, and there are states that are gun control or anti-gun, easiest way to say it.
Right.
So now I'm going to ask you, Jason, I think there are 2 reasons which were reasons why this was revived from the dead.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, either this is a actual federal government position where the federal government does not want pot smokers, weed smokers to own guns.
Yeah.
Or the federal government does not want to allow states to ban guns and use laws to do that. So think about this. Here's how a Democrat state, a blue state, an anti-gun state can regulate guns. They can say, okay, well, California, we have medical marijuana, and I believe they have recreational marijuana. Well, we have a law saying, though, if you have your marijuana card or you smoke pot, you can't own a gun.
Yeah.
So you're really infringing on those people's right because you're a public safety threat. you're infringing on
Yep.
those people's rights to own a gun, or don't smoke marijuana, don't have a marijuana card, don't buy marijuana, don't smoke marijuana, and so forth.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. And so it's just another way for, in my opinion, for states to regulate the use and ownership of guns.
Right. So then rather than go after guns directly, go after it indirectly through other substances
Other
or
laws.
other laws. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, other laws saying, well, you can either
right. Yeah.
smoke pot or you can own a gun,
Yeah.
but you can't do both.
Yeah, and so there are laws similar like that with alcohol, where you can own a firearm in Florida, but you can't possess the firearm while you're out drinking and drinking alcohol. So the
Yeah,
use
you can't, right. You cannot carry your gun into a bar.
right,
Exactly.
right, and public buildings, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Capitol and stuff like that. So it's not unprecedented to think that there are
Well, that's the argument.
other areas.
Is
Yeah,
this a restriction that
for the
passes
public safety.
constitutional muster?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
That's really the question.
right.
Is this is this restriction on marijuana smoking and guns uh, limited in scope such that it will
Yeah.
be held constitutional?
Yeah.
And it's interesting how all out of nowhere this gets pulled up to the Supreme Court,
Mm-hmm.
who I got to be honest now has been very, very conservative, very pro-gun, and so forth. Because and I know, and obviously this got pulled up because this must have been the whispering in the ears is okay with the new Supreme Court rulings on guns, which we talked about I think just last week.
Right.
We've got to come up with another way to regulate them.
Mm-hmm.
And so look,
Yeah.
there's a federal law that says you can't own a gun if you use a controlled substance.
Right.
And so we're going to make state laws, and Florida has one that says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have to pick a Roe versus Wade. They got to pick somebody.
Yeah. Right.
And say, come on up. You're Mr.
I got
Himani.
you.
You're our Roe.
Selecting a Roe v. Wade. Yeah. Interesting.
Because they can care less about what happened to him.
Interesting.
I mean, he was arrested in 2022. The case was probably decided in 23, whatever, 24 maybe. But they don't care about him.
Interesting.
Of course, he probably cares because I believe if the Supreme Court overturns the 5th District's Court of Appeal, he goes back to prison. Can you imagine that poor son of a gun?
Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
First, I'm scot-free. I'm living large. I'm done.
Yeah.
5th District says that law in Texas is unconstitutional. And then all of a sudden, the Supreme Court says,
never mind.
Well, they got it wrong. Hey, what does Bart say?
Yeah. Jeez.
So nobody is watching this more than old Mr. Ali Himani.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he could be reconvicted or the felony charge could be reinstated, I should say.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks. It's frustrating because I would love to think and believe that let everybody have everything and freedom reign supreme and hope that the greater good is what everyone reaches for, and there's no need for fastidious laws like this, except that time and time again people prove themselves unable to self-govern. And it's like that's the frustrating kind of place that you're stuck between. Is it's like where do you fall on that?
Well, here's the deal. I don't for one second believe that the Justice Department or any other governmental body thinks that because you smoke pot, you should be banned from a gun because you're a serious public threat.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
it's not the case. Now,
it's setting up lawfare then?
If you're a meth head with erratic behavior, that's one thing.
Right.
All this guy did, by the way, he just admitted that he smoked pot.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't. There was no ruling that he was, addicted to the point of crime and robbing.
Right.
He just
Right.
he went
Right.
in. Yeah, he
Yeah.
just, yeah, I
Yeah.
smoke pot on a regular basis. Boom,
Yeah.
you have a gun. You're getting charged.
Dude,
And there are more to the facts why they were
sure.
after this guy, and whether he was a good person, whether he was here legal, illegally, and other things of that nature.
Yeah. Okay.
But the bottom line in how it applies, though, it's the you and me's. So they went after this guy for a reason on whatever. So, but you take him out of the picture, just like the Supreme Court, all of the cases or most of the cases they rule upon, and they don't really care about the underlying case. They want to set,
A, a bigger
here's what
precedent.
happens in America, like on this one.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to this guy, heck, who knows? He may be in the country, he may not be in the country, he may be in jail from another reason. That's not what they're interested in. They're
Yeah.
interested in, does that federal law is that valid where you can't have a gun if you smoke pot? And then also, are those state laws basically say the same thing?
Yeah.
Are those unconstitutional? We got to decide.
Dare I present a conspiracy theory in speculation?
Well, it's interesting that
Yeah.
this is again this got pulled up out of Texas, so to speak, out of
Mm-hmm.
nowhere. But I do think that the I think the Republicans, the conservatives who are pro guns, want the Supreme Court to say that states cannot ban you from owning a gun for many reasons, but on this case, uh, because you smoke marijuana. Because think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
dude, half of America probably now
Sure.
smokes marijuana,
Yeah. I
either
mean,
legally or medical. I mean,
yeah. Or have a
recreationally
yeah. Yeah.
or
Or
medically or
medically.
otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, you would be taking away guns from half of America.
Certainly, and I think that similar to the way that the laws work with alcohol, it's operating under the influence of, and around
Sure.
the influence of. So there are circumstances and situations that you can mark out, but to ban ownership outright,
Just because you smoke pot once in a while.
yeah, right, right, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
But
hopeful
either way,
that
that is you look, the problem with like you said, society and politics and stuff is they're always looking for some reason to be
hmm
able to do what they want to do.
yeah,
Both sides.
yeah, right,
Okay.
yeah,
Both sides. And so the sides that are anti-gun
yeah,
are like, wait a minute, this is beautiful.
yeah,
We've got a law at the federal level. We can make laws at the state level that say, hey, yeah, you can get your marijuana card. Sure, you can go into the Bob's Dope House there
yeah,
Ventura Drive,
yeah.
but you can't own a gun.
Do people
And
even
then
smoke pot anymore?
you track credit cards, you make people show their driver's license, and then you go arrest them.
Yeah, I mean, do people even smoke marijuana anymore? Isn't it like gummies and all kinds of
Oh, no, dude,
in,
no. A buddy of mine who's a lawyer in Texas, last person on the earth that you would think to be a pothead. I'm telling you, just no other way to say it.
rolls it and goes, yeah,
When
okay. I
he
mean,
goes, we go to Vegas, he rents a car because we
allegedly,
drive. No,
allegedly.
no, no. We go, he goes out, dude. It's like a marijuana mall.
Oh wow, oh wow.
It's like something you've never seen. Restaurants, bars, bowling alleys, movie theaters, and this
Vending
big
machines.
dude, this big marijuana Walmart, and they've got everything you can possibly imagine, but they still have plenty of the green bud.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah,
But it's the green bud with the red bud, and
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
it's really unbelievable. So yeah, many people still smoke the good old fashioned bud.
yeah. Well, I don't know anything about any of that. I just know that I know some people, but
Well,
they always have the little
Jason,
pins or whatever. The
I have heard
yeah, yeah,
the pins are one thing,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, buzz.
yeah.
The green bud with the little red hairs, yeah, that'll make you fall right the hell out of your chair. So I have heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have been
Yeah.
told.
Yes. Allegedly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, that's boy. Every time we talk about something, about a month or two later, it
Something
pops
happens.
up.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on to
And
some stuff
so
here, man. I said you're on to some things here. You've
I
called
know. Well,
some. You've called them.
yeah, and we're not done with this concealed weapons deal in
No.
Florida.
No.
So stay tuned on that, TV land. And then this
Yeah.
one, here's what I'm going. Put me down for a. I believe the conservative Supreme Court justices are going to say that it is unconstitutional. The law, the federal law that says you can't own a gun if you're a marijuana smoker, and any state law that says that, I'm going with, they're going to find it to be unconstitutional.
Interesting.
Reason being, I'm saying that because the fifth district, although it only applied to those three states, said it was unconstitutional. I believe that sends a message to everyone else that, if you push it, then, but it's possible someone has pushed it, and I just, we don't know about it,
Right.
so to speak.
Yeah.
And or somebody caught wind that these states are going to start making laws that say if you smoke marijuana. So somewhere, somehow, this issue is going to be the next attempt by those gun control states to regulate firearms. That's there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
That's why this case has quote unquote reared its ugly head again.
Which is funny because even if that were the case, that was why they would want to push it. It's only going to disarm the people who smoke pot and hold guns. Like it's.
Well, but that's half of America.
It's not me.
Well, I'm just telling you.
It's not quite a number of the homeschooling, freedom loving, bleed red, white, and blue people.
You people are freaks in and among yourselves. But either way, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, I don't. Let's just real quickly.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on a second. Hey Siri, how many Floridians hold medical marijuana licenses?
Oh boy.
Here's what I found.
Let's see. I probably shouldn't have put license.
Yeah.
Here we go.
About 925,000.
Yeah, Alabama. It looks like. Where is it? I don't.
Yeah, as of October 2025, approximately 925,000 Floridians hold medical marijuana cards. Recent reports from the Florida Department of Health's Office of Medical Marijuana. 925,000. So almost a million. Almost.
Okay, right. And then, so here they are. So Arizona, 89,000. Arkansas, 101. 62, 35. I mean, a lot
of Floridians.
Those are just, mind you, those are just the cards.
Okay.
The medical marijuana
card. Yeah.
That doesn't mean the people that smoke it.
Those are the card-carrying medical users. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's, like New York has recreational.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, there's the recreational is in those states. Why get a card if you don't have to? I guess.
Yeah, it's roughly 1/23.
When they dropped the need for a permit. Well, I didn't get it. I didn't renew my concealed weapon. Why pay $50 or $75 to the government? To me, it's just another tax. Oh yeah, well, you can go walk in and buy your handgun immediately. I can wait a few days. I'm not in that big of a hurry. I mean, I have about 20 or 30 different guns, so that one's not going to make a difference. Should crap hit the fan tomorrow.
I'll get there one day, Paul. I'll get there.
I just look at it as a tax, and I'm the government it serves its purpose, but I'm anti-tax. I'm Boston Tea Party. Throw the tea in the bay tax.
Throw the pot in the bay.
All right. Well, anyway, so we will revisit this this subject in 2026. But I'm
we'll see.
I'm not going to be wrong. I don't believe that the Justice Department is going to prevail on this issue, but time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. You've called a number of things, especially recently in the last year. So.
Oh, and listen. Okay, so we're done with that.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks ago, we talked about, we call it the Dez ticket now around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another guy came in, had some questions about that same thing. He was at a different location and he got the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So understand this, people. When you're going through that school zone, understand. And the thing is, they tell you there's online. You can go online to look to see where these cameras are.
Yeah.
There's about 20 or 25 of them. So they're coming to a school near you.
They are.
Because at the end of last year, the program generated, which was, the school year it ends in like May, and it didn't start till like March. 12,000 tickets.
Yeah.
In like 3 months. And so let's do the math. 12,000
times a minimum of 100.
That's $1.2 million at only a fraction of the schools where they have cameras.
Yeah. What?
So
yeah.
again,
yeah.
Understand this. In Florida, which is where we're talking about, they want to get rid of property taxes for people that own their homes.
Mm-hmm.
DeSantis and the boys are like, well, you shouldn't have to keep paying for your home to the government, like lease your home from the government.
That's what he says.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But understand this, TV land, that money's got to be made up somewhere.
Yeah. There is a budget.
Guess what? It's made up right in front of the school.
There you go. So
right in front of the school.
Mustang Sally,
made up.
You better slow that Mustang down.
So okay. Well, we're going to give them this. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
We got a perfect solution to get that money back.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's all I have. Let's see.
Right.
It's 1:30.
Yeah.
Beautiful day out right now. 81 degrees.
Yeah.
Little Leanne came home from New York basically to do her laundry and make me take her to a Lightning game Saturday night.
Hey, all right.
So if you're at the Lightning game Saturday night, I'll be there with Leanne and Catherine.
Awesome.
If Sunday you happen to be by St. Lawrence, the Catholic Church, I'll be in there from noon to 1, telling Jesus thank you for everything you've done for me. Other than that, we'll watch the Buccaneers at 4, and hopefully they get back on track against the Saints.
Very good. That's
all
awesome.
right, McMahon. All right, McMahon, take us out.
You got it.
Reed and Reed, it's like having a lawyer in the family.